Hey everybody! Real Madrid have agreed their first top transfer in January. Ronaldo could return to Manchester United again, while Barca have a huge offer to sell Rafinha and a starry replacement looks set. Like this video and we'll get started right now. Real Madrid president Florentino Perez wants more Spanish players to play for the club. He wants to regain the presence in the national team. Ruud van Nistelrooy could take charge of the championship club Coventry, who are now without a manager. Liverpool are not going to sell or loan Federico Chiesa. The club is counting on him this season. If Mats Hummels doesn't get more game practice under Claudio Ranieri at Roma, he could retire. Pep Guardiola has agreed a new contract with Manchester City. He will remain at the club for the next season. Fiorentina right back Dodo and Botafogo left back Alex Telles have been called up to the Brazil squad in place of Guilherme Arana and Wanderson. Only Barcelona and Bayern Munich are options for Jonathan Tah, who will become a free agent in the summer. The Bayer Leverkusen defender is leaning towards a move to Bayern. Juventus will acquire a new central defender in the winter. The club are looking at Fulham's Joachim Andersen and Chelsea's Benoit Badiashile. Wataru Endo will be let go by Liverpool, but he will remain in the Premier League. Wolverhampton, Fulham and Ipswich are interested in the Japanese player. Victor Osimhen is very happy in Turkey. He wants to stay at Galatasaray on a permanent basis, but the price of 75 million euros may be too high for the Istanbul side. Alex Baena, Martin Zubimendi and Mikel Oyarzabal left the Spanish national team. Atletico Madrid central midfielder Pablo Barrios was transferred from the youth team to the national team. Athletic Bilbao star Nico Williams remains Barcelona's top target for the summer transfer window. The player himself also wants to join Barca. Borussia Dortmund are monitoring two PSV players, centre-back Olivier Boscalier and forward Ricardo Pepi. Both can be purchased already in winter. Florentino Perez is very powerful. He has his battles, his rivals, and his Super League is still alive, Gerard Piqué said. With injuries to Lamine Yamal and Ansu Fati, Hansi Flick is considering the possibility of Alejandro Balde on the left flank. Today we are in the Champions League, so why not fight to win it? Why not also fight in the Serie A? We don't have to be afraid and it seems obvious to me, Inter chairman Beppe Marotta said. Liverpool have identified Bournemouth left back Milos Kerkez as their summer target. Cristiano Ronaldo, Pedro Neto, Bruno Fernandes and Bernardo Silva has returned to their clubs. They will not play against Croatia, as Portugal have secured first place in the group. Al-Ahly head coach Matthias Jaisley is likely to replace Sebastian Hoeneß in Stuttgart, who is set to take charge of Bayer Leverkusen in place of Xabi Alonso. Luka Modric back to Dinamo? Who wouldn't like to have Modric in their team? I hope he will finish his career at Dinamo Zagreb. Dinamo Zagreb manager Nenad Bjelica said. Manchester United centre-back Victor Lindelof suffered a knee injury while playing for Sweden against Slovakia. He was replaced in the first half. When I met my family after the 4-0 win at the Bernabeu, they told me they spent the whole Clásico crying. Yes, the day we beat Real Madrid has been the best day of my life on the football pitch so far, Marcus Ado said. Aston Villa academy player Miles Sona has retired from football aged 22 due to injuries. This week, Real Madrid talent Marc Cucurella also ended his career due to injury. I don't see myself as a coach, but I find player-coach relationships very interesting. It's too much stress. Being a coach is very complicated, Jules Koundé said. FIFA president Gianni Infantino has bizarrely had his name engraved twice into the new Club World Cup trophy after the striking piece of silverware was unveiled. Andreas Christensen will leave Barcelona in winter or summer. Hansi Flick doesn't count on him. The fans of the national team of Honduras broke the head of the head coach of Mexico, Javier Aguirre, with a bottle after the victorious match for Honduras. Aston Villa are favorites in the race for one of Athletic Bilbao's key players, Oihan Sunset. Florentino Perez is confident that 2025 will be a very productive year for Real Madrid in the transfer market, but he's making plans for the summer, not the winter. Tottenham and Chelsea will battle it out to sign Bournemouth's key centre-back Ilyasa Barney. He is valued at €50 million. The Nations League continues, and here are the results of yesterday. The match between the Netherlands and Hungary started with a very scary moment. It was during the game on the bench that the legendary ex-striker of the Hungarian national team, Adam Szalai, who is currently the assistant head coach, got sick. He was given emergency medical care and taken to the hospital, where doctors managed to save his life and stabilize his condition. The game resumed, and the Dutch national team defeated the Hungarians thanks to goals from Wout Weghorst, Cody Gakpo, Denzel Dumfries, and Teun Koopmeiners. The German national team will always be the German national team. Julian Nagelsmann's team defeated the modest Bosnians, scoring as many as 7 goals. Florian Wirtz and Team Kleindienst each scored a brace, while Jamal Musiala, Kai Havertz, and Leroy Sané also scored. Viktor Gyökeres is unstoppable. The sporting superstar has been incredible playing for both the club and the Swedish national team. He scored against Slovakia and has a total of 5 goals and 3 assists in 5 games in the Nations League. And Sweden has already guaranteed promotion to League B. Liverpool right back Trent Alexander-Arnold remains a transfer target for Real Madrid to replace Dani Carvajal, but the Reds activate all possibilities in order to convince Trent to extend the contract. The former Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp even got involved in these negotiations. According to the Daily Mail, the German manager personally called Alexander-Arnold to convince him. Klopp gave the Liverpool player the example of Felipe Coutinho, whom he tried to persuade to stay at Anfield, but the Brazilian went to La Liga and failed. Klopp worries that the same fate awaits Trent in Spain. The new head coach of Manchester United, Ruben Amorim, is beginning to understand that it'll be extremely difficult to sign Viktor Gyökeres in the summer. Instead, the Portuguese decided that Man United should focus on signing Victor Osimhen, for whom Napoli are demanding €75 million. To reduce the price, the Red Devils are ready to give Napoli Joshua Zirkzee, who wants to return to Italy. Alphonso Davies is moving to Real. Madrid have reached a full agreement on the transfer of the Bayern star. But, as Marca editor-in-chief Jose Felix Diaz reports, the transfer of the Canadian left-back will take place not in the summer, but in the winter. Bayern did not want to lose Davies for free, so they agreed to let him go in January. However, it's not known what price Los Blancos will pay for the player. Rafinha was very close to leaving Barcelona last summer, but the club never received a decent offer. The winger has emerged as one of Europe's best players this season, but Barcelona's financial woes could force the club to consider selling Rafinha for a very big fee. It's known that Arsenal shows interest in a transfer of the Brazilian. The purchase of Rafinha is a personal request to the club from Mikel Arteta, who wants him to replace Gabriel Jesus in the team. However, Rafinha himself has no intention of leaving Barca. Earlier, it became known that the Catalan club is ready to buy Rafael Leao from Milan. It is the Portuguese who can replace Rafinha in the team. Former Manchester United striker Louis Saha believes Cristiano Ronaldo could return to Old Trafford for a 3rd time. According to the Frenchman, Ronaldo's second spell at United was not a failure. Cristiano Ronaldo would be loved back at Manchester United. He is loved and respected, but I also think that he has been misunderstood. His second spell came during a period in which the transition was too big, and the manager had a dilemma in trying to show that he is strong by leaving him out. I think that was where the clash started. If you look at his stats, then you can't argue with his goals during his first season back at the club. Saha emphasized. Friends, click on the videos from our other projects. Have a nice weekend and enjoy watching!